Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of EdgeMasterGaming, where today I'm going to be doing another challenge on Project Lazarus. This one is entitled the Awful Reloads Challenge from Rex357. As you might have guessed, the main rule for the challenge is to simply have guns where reloading is painfully slow. All the guns that are allowed are the ones that you see before you on the screen. And you guys are probably wondering why the Kentucky Long Rifle isn't on the list. Fortunately for me, this challenge was done way before the Independence Day update, so there you go. So aside from the main rule, the only perks that I'm allowed to have are double tap and mule kick. And the third and final rule is that I need to start on round 20 and must go until round 35. But as always, before we get started, if you wind up enjoying this video, please give it a like and definitely consider subscribing. Links to the Project Lazarus Discord is in the description box, as well as other links that support me, like my own Discord, Twitch, and Twitter. Alright guys, let's get started. Starting off on round 20, I decided that it would be best to grab the Ranger and use it to be my primary for farming. However, it wasn't until after I picked it up that I realized that packing it wouldn't be an easy task. And you know why? It's because the DEFCON panels that need to be activated are on the higher platforms. Now if you see my videos, you would know that I consider that a death wish. I'm not going over there. Anyway, later on that round, it turns out that someone did activate them while I was standing by the teleporter. Without the right amount of funds, I quickly left and almost got myself knocked shortly after. By the way, I just want to say that the unpacked Ranger in any situation is really annoying. It's now round 21, and because I have enough points and the pack room is open, this is the best time for me to go ahead and upgrade because I may never get another chance like this. Oh my gosh, can you please hurry up? I'm in the middle of a challenge here. Moving on to round 22, I actually picked up my last perk and was ready to go for the mystery box, but I didn't know where it was. Then I got a funny feeling that it was somewhere in the lab. The good news is I found where the mystery box was. But the bad news, however, is that it was a trap. I don't even know if I can save this guy. In this situation, the best thing to do is just to leave the area instead of being stuck in that room. No jug and quick revive is the easiest recipe for disaster. Eventually though, I noticed that another teammate was here trying to help out, which is probably going to make this situation worse than what it needs to be. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So I made an attempt to save this guy. I just want you guys to see what happens here. That could have been so bad. Well, at least I leveled up in the process. On round 23, back in the lab, and what do you know? I just got this insane feeling of deja vu. I'm standing in the same place, same person that was knocked. However, this time, he didn't make it. Sorry, guy. Skipping ahead a bit to round 25, I finally got the second gun in my loadout, the Milcore MK1. Outside of that, this guy noticed my level and decided to announce it in the chat. Problem with that though, is now he needed saving. Which is not a big deal because it happens, right? I'm always a team player who believes in helping when I can. I had to revive him not once, but twice. And on the third time he decided to leave. I have a strange feeling though that he is going to be back. Moving on to round 26, that guy came back into the server and everything seemed to be going well. Well, at least until it wasn't. My team started dropping like flies. At this point, I knew that I was going to save at least one, or so I thought. I'll just let you see what happens here. Oh my gosh, that was so close. That was probably for the best too since I was surrounded. From what it looked like when I first went up to him to attempt the revive, I think he moved a bit, which caused me to misclick. So I did get a second chance here, which worked out great. Once I revived him, he immediately went to the lab to revive the others. This was perfect. Unfortunately though, things took a turn for the worst. After reviewing this, I probably should have followed him to draw the zombies away while he was trying to revive them. It's really hard to say. However, I did the one thing that I knew that I could do in this situation to turn it around, and that was to just play in the clutch. It was at this point that I made up my mind I am going back, and I'm going to save them. Now did it work out? Well, let's see. Yeah, let's just move on. It's now round 27 and I still don't have my third gun. Interestingly enough, I ended up with this thing. Most players would be happy in this situation, not me, because it means that I still got one more gun to go. After some time, I was ready to pack the mill core. Unfortunately though, this was when everything on this round started going downhill. And you'll see what I mean here. This is really bad, and I mean really bad. But where there's a will, there's a way. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how I got out of that. That was crazy. Unfortunately though, my teammate would get knocked again and there was just no way I could get him. I also found a use for the mill core during insta-kill, because this wouldn't be a challenge if I just relied on one weapon, right? So the question is this: what happens when you forget that you don't have speed cola and you forgot to reload your weapon? Well, let's see. That was way too close. And also, I just want to point out, you guys saw that I changed weapons to the unpacked frostbite and did not use it. Just wanted to point that out to ensure that you guys knew that my challenges are legit. Next up is round 28, and here was one of the unfortunate times that I had to be honest as my teammate asked me to have his back while he was at the mystery box. I just told him I couldn't because I'm severely handicapped in this game. So I said, hey, you have to go at your own risk. And the truth is, I never revealed to players that I'm actually doing any type of challenge or anything. The reason is because I never want a player to go out of their way to help me. I 100% want to do this on my own. And besides, it makes for great, genuine content. Shortly after, I did wind up getting the 50 cal, so finally the loadout is complete. On round 29, the 50 cal is a great weapon for assists. I'm just standing here picking off zombies one by one and it's great. Now the only problem that I have is when you have to reload, which is why this weapon is perfect for this challenge. I could probably go and make dinner by the time this reload finishes, it's just that insane. I mean, look at this. Skipping ahead a bit to round 32, I just wanted to give a lesson on things that you should avoid whenever you're playing the game on the later rounds. So it can be difficult to share a room in Project Lazarus with any teammate if just one of you is not familiar with the game. But one thing you shouldn't do is please don't let the zombies force you into this area next to the speed cola machine, because it's a guaranteed death sentence for sure. And sadly, he left. I also wanted to share this near-death experience after I was able to revive one of my teammates. I still have no idea how I managed to survive this ordeal. I was so lucky there. On round 33, I wanted to share the sequence with you all on why this challenge is so tough. So here's a scenario. Say you're in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. You're fighting off the horde and then you notice two awesome power-ups. Now you have to take your time to move around the horde to create enough space to get them. When you grab insta-kill, taking advantage of it is best with a gun that can fire multiple shots. But wait, you have to reload.
A few moments later.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this challenge in a nutshell. I really just don't know why I do these things to myself. I had an interesting conversation with one of my teammates who unfortunately got us in a tight situation. We managed to survive, but it was very close. And let me show you all what happened. We were forced into the metal detector room. I was in the process of reloading when it seemed like we were going to be overrun. My teammate who was running an unpacked bear did manage to hold his own, while my other teammate was sitting idly by when I think they should have been closing the door. But it's all good, we survived, no harm, no foul. Towards the end of the round, I decided to pull out the mill core for some much needed use time. But either way, you can mark that as another win in the books. Thanks for checking out this video guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the COD zombies on Roblox as much as I do, please continue to support my channel because there is much more in store for the future. And as always guys, remember to have fun, take care, and God bless.